Alright, what's going on, y'all? Yeah, I was just on YouTube looking at a video, and to make a long story short, Gucci Mane got a video that was posted an hour ago, and there's already 90,000 views for that video. Now, here's my point. Just imagine if these guys were dropping some truthful knowledge to the kids, the public, and the world. Just think if their message was different and they rapped about different stuff. Every artist that's famous and popular. Just think about it. In 1 hour, this guy got 90,000 views in 1 hour. If I could reach a crowd like that, I think and I believe for myself that I could change a lot of things, a lot of circumstances, and I could change a lot of people's minds and their life. These guys, though, they're talking about money, jewelry, cars, material things, selling drugs. It's like this kids hear this stuff every day, all the time. And I'm just sitting here thinking, 1 hour, 90,000 views. 90,000 people have watched that video. I don't know what it's about. I didn't really read it. I just seen that it was an hour ago and there's 90,000 views already. But the truth is, if Gucci Mane, I know he raps about drugs and his jewelry and women and all kinds of stuff. You know what I mean? He raps about all kinds of prideful, lustful stuff. And I'm not saying I'm not a sinner, and I'm not trying to sound like a hypocrite, but just think if he was, talking about the family and how the family structure is so messed up and how we could change it or get better, or rap about going to a hospital and rapping for cancer kids and cancer patients, or going out on the street and handing out money to people and having a little stand set up and getting rid of some food or something. You know what I mean? Just imagine what he could do as an artist. And there's just too many people following this bullshit. There's too many people following one another. Boys will follow boys, and men will follow men. And if you don't know what I mean by that, then I don't know. It's kind of self-explanatory. You're either rapping about material things and you're singing about material things, or you're speaking on truth and you're trying to help somebody and you're trying to change people's minds and make change and do something different other than what's been going on for years and years and years. Look at the message that these guys and these women speak about. Cardi B. It's crazy. It's nuts. It's just insanity. Listen to the stuff that she says. And little girls are listening to this shit. And it pisses me off. It does. It pisses me off. My message is speaking truth and letting the truth be known in a way that's appealing and like a true professional should, a true man should. You know, this ain't no little boy. Look at what I got. Look at my big chain. Look at my car. You know, look at my girl that I got on my side with the big booty and the dress. And it's like, no one cares about that. It's all a material world thing that these guys and women got going on. And I don't know. It's like, I know not too many people are going to watch my video, but I was just sitting here thinking about that. Just imagine. Just imagine it for a second. Just imagine for 1 second if these guys would change their message, how many people, how many lives they could impact for the better and not worse. And I'm not saying everybody's going to get worse. I'm just saying the message is the message. If you're talking about drugs and violence and sex and all that, that's your message. If you're talking about, you know, trying to get through family issues and you're talking about you had an argument with your friend but you want to make it right, or, you know, anything. You had a bad breakup and talk about it. You know, it's like, let the truth be spoke instead of this material thing and trying to look tough and act tough and rap tough and, oh, I'm the man, me. That's all the message is about, man. And listen, there is millions excuse me, there is millions of people that follow these so-called artists today. But then on the other hand, there are tens of millions, hundreds of millions of people that don't, that want and need truth in their life, and they don't listen to this stuff. But there is a big crowd that does. There is a lot of people that do. And it's usually in spots where a majority of it is like in the inner cities and stuff. There's a lot more of this type of stuff that's played because that's where the crime and the violence and stuff is. And look what they listen to. You go to a peaceful neighborhood and somewhere that isn't, you know, so crazy, there's crime everywhere. But I'm saying, you go somewhere that isn't so crazy, they're not usually bumping this kind of music. They're not playing this kind of stuff. And then, you know, everybody will go, oh, good you. Oh, you're such a good guy. And you're a hypocrite. And oh, you're preaching and all this and that. No, it's the truth. And I speak the truth. And that's all there is to it. And when I hear a message that destroys and corrupts and does all that, I'm not down for it, and I never will be. You'll never hear it in my music. You'll never hear, I might say foolish things, but then I'm gonna realize what I did, and I'm gonna make a change. I'm gonna repent and make a change. That's what repent means, is to change from your ways of what you were doing. And that's why a lot of people, they haven't truly repented, because they don't change. They keep doing what they're doing and doing what they're doing, and they just keep doing it, and they keep saying it, and they're rapping about drugs and money, me. The whole message is just narcissistic bullshit. That's all it is. And I know a lot of people, they're going to disagree with what I say, because they're not at that point yet to see that you're going down a path that is totally corrupt. There is nothing decent in it. There's nothing honorable in it. It's just bullcrap. That's all it is. And if I was that person in 1 hour and I had 90,000 views, I'd be putting out some real life, you know, some real deep stuff. And All it is another materialistic, narcissistic, look how big my chain is song. It's all it is. Trash. Trash. And I'm sorry, I ain't coming at nobody's neck, but it's trash. The message is trash. And if you don't agree that it's trash, then you're still in that corruptible way, in that corruptible world. And I ain't preaching. I know what it is. I used to listen to all this stuff. And I still find myself listening to it, but not for the lyrics. I listen to it for the beat most of the time. But then when I hear something that's just, like that, I cut it now. I don't listen to it no more. I used to, and I used to rap it, and I used to sing it, and I used to do the whole 9 yards, but I don't do it no more. There's just so many people that are being led wrong today, and it really bothers me. It bothers me a lot. So I'm nobody, I'm just a human, but if you start a music career or you start rapping or singing or anything, talk about something genuine and real and the truth, like life problems and stuff you're going through and things that you did and got better. We don't want to hear this money, cars, mansions, big chains, jewelry, how much money you got. We don't care. I don't care. And a big majority of people do not care. This audience you're speaking to, you're deceiving them like you're deceiving yourself. That's all there is to it. And I ain't no preacher. I ain't no hypocrite. I make mistakes too. I'm no better. I'm no worse. I'm just telling you how it is because it's the truth. So, let the truth ring. Not let freedom ring. Yeah, let freedom ring too, but it should have been let truth ring. Because that's what there needs to be more of nowadays, because there ain't enough. It's just a bunch of little boys following little boys, and then more boys following boys and becoming little boys instead of them becoming men and transitioning into men and being spoke some knowledge to. I don't know. With that, I'm done. Passionate Coleman, later.